diving deep into the question that has piqued human curiosity since the beginning of time: what transpires after our demise? This profound mystery has given birth to a myriad of interpretations across various cultures and religions, each offering a unique perspective on the enigma of life after death. Some propose a voyage to a different dimension, while others articulate concepts of reincarnation or resurrection, and a few assert the termination of existence. As delve into this subject, our emphasis moves towards one of the oldest religions on the globe. Today we embark on a journey into the Hindu perspective of life after death. Hinduism presents a concept of life after death that's different from typical understandings. It's not linear, but rather cyclic. We explore this notion known as samsara, a cycle that perpetually twirls in the rhythm of birth, death, and rebirth. This process runs in a loop, a cosmic wheel in the Hindu view of life and existence, carrying the individual soul through each round. But what is this soul? In Hinduism, it's called Atman. The Atman is eternal, unchanging, the very essence of an individual. It remains untouched by birth or death, always enduring. When a person's physical life ends, the Atman simply casts off the old shell, like shedding an old coat, and assumes a new one in the next life. The cycle of dying and being reborn, this cycle of reincarnation, runs in perpetuity, propelled by the laws of samsara. But what influences the course of these subsequent lives? That's determined by karma. Karma is not just action, it's a moral law of cause and effect. Every action, word, and thought carries consequences. It is believed that it not only shapes our current destiny, but also the ones to follow. If someone plants seeds of goodness and morality, it's believed that they will reap a future life of joy and abundance. Conversely, if someone sows harm and deception, it's believed that they will endure a future life of hardship. This universal karma law in Hindu philosophy provides the encouraging notion that justice will always prevail. Consequently, the quality of our future lives depends on our present actions. Our actions, our karma, are viewed as invisible forces shaping one's destiny in the infinite cycle of samsara. From a broader perspective, Hinduism presents life and death as two sides of the same coin, both forming part of an eternal cycle, a cycle controlled by the actions of the individual. It's truly fascinating, wouldn't you agree? A viewpoint that doesn't pit life against death, but rather sees them as interconnected parts of an ongoing journey, a journey guided by the everlasting Atman and the irrevocable karma. We shall now explore the crucial elements of this belief system in depth. In the philosophical landscape of Hinduism, the idea of life beyond death is not merely considered as the end, but as a continuous journey, akin to a cycle wherein the soul, or Atman, is perceived as everlasting. This eternal essence forms the bedrock of Hindu beliefs, underscoring the idea that despite the wear and tear of our physical forms, the soul continues to exist, transcending the of mortality. Here, the journey of the soul is not devoid of a plan. This is where the principle of samsara steps in. In its simplest form, samsara symbolizes the cycle of life, death, and rebirth. Imagine a perpetually spinning wheel with the soul embarking and disembarking at various points, experiencing various lives and learning from them. This circular characteristic of life is an integral part of Hinduism, a cycle that persists until the soul attains moksha or liberation. But how does one steer through this samsara cycle? This is where the doctrine of karma, or the law of action and reaction, comes into the picture. Put in elementary terms, karma is the cosmic record keeper of all our deeds, both virtuous and sinful. Every action, every choice, every thought is believed to carry a consequence, and these consequences sequentially define our path through samsara. It's like a cosmic GPS, assisting the soul's path through the cycle of existence. These beliefs infiltrate the day-to-day lives of Hindus, influencing their moral and ethical choices. Grasping the eternal nature of the soul promotes empathy and reverence for all life forms. The samsara cycle inculcates a sense of modesty, serving as a reminder of the fleeting nature of materialistic pursuits. The karma law, on the other hand, acts as a moral compass, guiding one's actions towards nobility and dharma, or duty. Thus, in the vast canvas of life and death, Hinduism portrays a cyclic journey of the soul, influenced by individual actions and steering towards ultimate liberation. Let's discover how in Hinduism death isn't perceived as an end, but rather a transition. dive into the philosophical exploration of the cyclic dance of life and death, a concept fundamental in Hinduism. This is a continuous revolution on the wheel of samsara, each rotation presenting the soul with an opportunity to learn, grow, and evolve. What's the ultimate aspiration? Moksha, a liberation from this repetitive cycle, the pursuit of achieving a state of eternal tranquility and self-realization. In the end, the Hindu perspective of life after death doesn't merely present a final destination, but an unending journey of the soul, continually striving for self-realization and liberation.